Hi guys, welcome to another Yarn Scrap Friday, and this Friday I'm going to be showing you how to do some letters again, part of our alphabet series. Much requested letter S finally, and also the letter O as well. And we're going to be using the same yarn we've been using for all the other letter videos, and that's a DK light worsted weight yarn. We're going to be using a 3mm crochet hook. And like I always say, it's a good idea to have a pair of scissors and a yarn needle as well. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so the first letter we're going to do is we're going to do the letter O, and we're going to take our yarn and our 3mm crochet hook, and what we want to do is do our slip knot. Like so. We want to chain 30 to begin, so chain 30. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 29 and 30. So when you've chained 30, what you want to do is try and untwist your work, and we want to slip stitch into our first chain to form a big loop. So you want to find your first chain, so there he is, and put your hook in that first chain and bring the yarn through that first chain and through the loop on your hook to do a slip stitch, and you end up with a really big loop of stitches, and that's basically going to be the inside of your O letter. So what we want to do now is we want to chain 2. 1 and 2, and those 2 chains are going to count as a double crochet. So in the next stitch, the next chain along, so we've slip stitched into that first one, you now want to find the next one. So you've slip stitched into that first one. The next one we want to do 2 double crochet. Let's go into that next chain and do 2 double crochet. So there's 1, and then we go back into the same chain again, so back into the same chain and do another 2 double crochet. Another double crochet, sorry. So you do 2 double crochet in that one chain there. Okay, so you've got 2 in there. Then in the next chain we want to do just 1 double crochet. So in the next chain along we're going to do 1 double crochet. Okay, so by now you've got your 2 chain, which counts as a double crochet, 2 in that next chain along, and then 1 in the next one. So technically you should have 4 double crochet by now. And then we want to repeat that twice more. So what we want to do in the next one, the next chain, we do another 2 double crochet. So go into the next chain and do 2 double crochet. 1, back into the same stitch to do another double crochet. So you've got 2 in there. 2 in there, then in the next chain just 1 double crochet by itself. Let's go into the next chain and do 1 double crochet. Okay, so then we repeat that once more. In the next chain we do 2 double crochet, one, and go back into the same chain, do another double crochet. So this whole pattern will just be of double crochets. Then in the next chain we do just 1 by itself, 1 double crochet by itself. Okay, and there we go. And then what we want to do in the next stitch, in the next chain, we do 2 double crochet again. So we do 1, then another 1, and let's go back into the same chain and do another one. So you've got 2 in there. Okay, so you've got 2 in there. And then you want to do 1 double crochet in the next 8 chains. So just 1 double crochet by itself in the next 8 chains. So we go into the next one and do 1 by itself. 1, then go into the next stitch, the second one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, the next one 7, then the next one 8. So you've done 1 double crochet in the next 8 chains, so you've got a nice bit of length. And then in the next one we're going to go back to our little pattern of doing 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet. So in the next chain we're going to do 2 double crochet. So there's 1, go back into the same chain, do another one, 2, so you've got 2 in there. Then next chain, just 1 by itself, 1 double crochet by itself. And we want to repeat that 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet another 3 times. So we go into the next chain and do 2 double crochet, 1, and back into the same stitch, 2. Let's small you up. Then in the next one we do 1 double crochet by itself. Okay, so repeat that again, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 and back in, 2, then 1 double crochet by itself in the next stitch. Repeat that once more, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 and back in, 2, then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And now what you want to do is we want to finish up with, you should have 6 chains left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in those last 6 we just want to do 1 double crochet in the last 6. So go into the next stitch and do 1 double crochet by itself. That's 1, the next one by itself, 2, next one 3, next one 4, next one 5, then the last one 6, like so. So 1 double crochet in the last 6, and then what we want to do to finish up is slip stitch into the top of our 2 chains. So there's our first chain and there's our second one. So finding that second chain, top of your 2 chain, just work a slip stitch into there as best you can. And there we go. And there's our finished. Oh, so what I'm going to do now is get our scissors and just trim the end. Then get our yarn needle, just pull that through like so. And all that's left to do is to tie in your tail ends. So thread that onto your needle, just go to the next stitch, just pull that in and hide your tail ends on the back as neatly as you can. You have more time than me. Just go for a few stitches and back in the opposite direction slightly over. And trim the excess. And same with the beginning tail end as well. I'm not going to do this. Let's get slightly over to the other side. Turn it to the back. just sew through. And trim the excess. There we go. And there we go, there's our finished O. So flatten that down, and obviously you can block these as well and do a neater job of the join. And yeah, so you can block these by just pinning it into place and getting it slightly wet and then it dry into place. But it's not too bad, the O, actually, so you can do a better job neatening off the end than I just did. Okay, so let's move on to the other letter, and that's the letter S. Okay, so for the letter S, I'm going to take our yarn and our 3mm crochet hook again. And the letter S, I actually thought would be really, really hard to design, but it ended up being a lot easier than I imagined. So we can thank the letter C for that, because the letter C has helped out with the O and the S. Anyway, to begin with, we're going to chain 33 this time. So you do a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 33. 1, 2, 3, 31, 32, 33. There we go. So when you've chained 33, what we want to do is in the second stitch from hook, so we want to yarn over first because we're going to do a double crochet. In our second stitch from hook, now our second stitch, we don't count the loop on our hook. There's our first stitch, and there's our second there. We're going to yarn over, and going into that second stitch from hook, we're going to do a double crochet, just one. Okay, like so. Then in the next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochet. So go into the next chain, next stitch, do 2 double crochet. So we do 1 to begin, yarn over and go back into the same stitch and do another one, so we've got 2 in there. We want to repeat this. We want to repeat this 1 double crochet in the first one and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. We want to repeat that another 4 times. So in the next chain we do 1 double crochet by itself, 1 by itself, then in the next stitch we do 2 double crochet, 1, and go back into the same stitch, 2. Okay, so you've repeated that once more so far. You need to repeat it another 3 times. So in the next stitch we do 1 double crochet, then in the next stitch 2 double crochet, 1 and another one in the same stitch. Okay, so you've repeated it twice now. Now you need to repeat it again. So in the next stitch, I can see it's starting to curve around. The next stitch we do 1 by itself, 1 double crochet. Then in the next one we do 2 double crochet, 1, and go back into the same chain, do another one. So you've repeated that 3 times now. You need to repeat it once more. So we go into the next chain, so you can see it curving around. Next chain, 1 double crochet by itself. Then in the next chain, 2 double crochet, 1 and another one in the same chain. Okay. So all in all, you should have that pattern of 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet done 5 times. Then you want to do 1 double crochet in the next 2. So go into the next chain and do 1 double crochet by itself, just 1. Then go into the next chain and do 1 double crochet by itself. Okay, so you've done 1 double crochet in the next 2. And then what you want to do is you want to double crochet 2 together until the end, basically, which will be 10 times. So double crochet the next 2 together. To do that, you go into the next stitch, next chain, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, but you stop there, you don't complete the double crochet. Instead, you yarn over again and go into the next chain, bring the yarn through, and pull through the first 2 as if doing a double crochet, and then we yarn over, pull through all remaining 3, and that double crochets 2 chains together, and we just need to keep doing that until the end. So you need to do that another 9 times. Let's go into the next chain, bring the yarn through, put it through 2, but stop halfway through that double crochet, yarn over, go into the next chain, then pull through 2 as if doing a normal beginning of a normal double crochet, yarn over, pull through all remaining 3, that double crochets 2 together. So keep doing that until you get to the end. Let's go into the next one, stop, yarn over to the next one, and just pull through 2 and pull through all of them. And again. More yarn. See it getting really curly now. It's almost there. 4 left. So you should have the exact amount available to double crochet 2 together. Shouldn't be any stitches left over. So we've got the last 2. And here's the last one. 2, pull 4 remaining, and there we go, we've finished. So we get our scissors, trim the ends, and let's move that out of the way. I'm just going to pull the yarn through, there we go, and then all that's left to do is to uncurl it so you can actually see the letter S, and there we go, there is your letter S. So put it down. There we go. You can see that. There's your letter S. So we're going to tie in our tail ends. So get our yarn needle. And what we're going to do is take the last one we're working with. I'm just going to go over to the middle of that last double crochet. To really pull that over. Turn him over and hide the tail end. Best you can. You can do a neat job if you've got more time than I have. And just trim the excess. These scissors are getting blunt. And the same with the beginning. Just going to curve that over to the middle as well. It just curves over the end of the S a bit, like so it looks like the beginning. It's less square. And then just hide that. Go over and then back in the opposite direction. Okay, so, and like I said, you can block this by pinning it into place, wetting it and then let it dry, pinned into place, and it should keep its shape, or you can iron it slightly as well. So there we go. It's really hard to show you when it's not been blocked. So there we go, there's your letter S, and let's bring back in our letter O. So there we go. I hope you managed to follow along. Hope you found those letters useful. And I'm slowly getting through the alphabet. I'm glad S is out of the way. I thought that was going to be the hardest, but actually turned out to be one of the easiest, so you never know. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I hope you managed to follow along, like I always say, and I will see you soon for some more crochet fun. Cheers for watching, guys. Bye!